I'll ever be a mole or a rat or anything else. But if I'm going to know full 360 of what everybody is saying, doing, thinking, I have no other choice but to be in the group. I'm not so much a part of Questa's group anymore. I am in Miss Moon's group, just like there, you know. And occasionally I'll stop on their pages and throw a heart up just to say, hey, I was there. But, you know, that's basically as far as that goes. None of them are my friends. I do not call them my friends.
Now, I've been kind of debating on whether or not if I wanted to do this video. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not trying to degrade anyone. I'm not trying to expose somebody. But it's kind of like, for me, this is a way for me to be able to say what I really want to say. I don't want anybody to go to these people and say ignorant shit. I don't want nobody to go over there and say anything nasty or degrade or be rude or anything like that. This is me speaking my truth on a situation that was brought to my attention, and I'm not upset, I'm not hurt, I'm not pissed off or anything. If anything, I'm kind of disappointed in the actions of people that claim to be grown or an adult or mature about situations that obviously wasn't as serious but has been blown out of proportion and made it serious. This is not a way for me to get views, because I'm not about the drama. I'm not about, you know, starting shit with anybody else. I'm not about, you know, creating content for views or creating drama for views, and that's not what this is about. You know, I don't necessarily see the point. However, I kind of want this to be a lesson for other people out there that want to be YouTubers, are thinking about collaborating with other YouTubers or, you know, networking with other YouTubers to grow their channel, you know. That's the whole point of YouTube, is to network with other people, meet new people, and to grow a community to where you feel like you belong. And YouTube has grown into something that it shouldn't have been. It's been more so about views and money and creating drama and starting shit that's not necessarily necessary. Now, I've mentioned before on my channel that I don't do YouTube for a paycheck. I really could care less about a paycheck on YouTube. When Olivia did all her shit and talking about me and my husband, I didn't say anything about that. When there was a video about somebody talking shit about me and how I raise my kids, I really didn't really address that. But this one, for some reason, this situation is forcing me to want to say something. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in how grown women sit around talking about other people. And I'm not talking about Lipstick Alley, because, you know, I don't really necessarily care what people do on Lipstick Alley. It's more so about people that's on YouTube who claim to be, you know, supportive of you, or who claims to not necessarily be your friend, because in reality, none of us are really friends. We just know each other off of YouTube, and we connect on a certain level because of the content that we put out. We don't know each other like that, you know. So, you know, Lipstick Alley doesn't really bother me, and it doesn't really necessarily, you know, push me to that point where I have to address everything that's said on Lipstick Alley. Whereas something like this, you think you're forming a bond, or you're growing something that's from nothing. Even if, you know, you don't know that person and you're skeptical and that trust is not there yet, you still have that kind of a small inkling of trust to believe that the person is who they say they are. Want anybody to choose a side. You support whoever you want to support. I'm not that type of person. I don't see the point or understand the whole logic behind why YouTubers expect strangers to have loyalty from anybody. Like, I don't know you. You guys know me because I put my life out there. I don't know you. and I don't expect loyalty, and I don't expect that kind of thing from somebody that I don't know. So if you want to continue to support these people, that's your choice. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, then you're not team me, you're not team. No, I'm not like that. I don't, even in my real life, I don't do that. I don't expect people to have a loyalty to me when I don't know them on a deeper level. I just want this to be out there because I know there's a lot of confusions. I know a lot of people are confused about what's going on. I know a lot of people are probably on Lipstick Alley confused about what's going on in this whole situation. And, for me, I feel like, I should share my perception of it because everybody's perception is going to be different about it. I don't know if you guys know, but Cuesta Gonzalez, she has a channel and she reached out to me and asked me if I could join a group because her purpose of the group was to get away from the drama, get away from the bashing of other women, and to be able to help support and uplift other YouTubers, especially smaller YouTubers that are trying to grow their channels. And I was all for it. I had no problem with it. I'm down for that. That's what I'm about to. Like, I want to help other people. I have this information inside of me that I want to share with other people when it comes to YouTube, social media, marketing, and all that. So I was open to it. I had no problem. Apparently, somebody got kicked out because of, rules being broken. And, to me, I feel like it's none of my business. I'm not involved. My name is not in it. Well, that person, she decided to do a live, and I saw her live, and I saw that she was upset and hurt. But, I felt like there was something deeper than the actual getting kicked out. I don't think it had nothing really to do about that. And then she went in and explained that somebody was talking about her child, which I've never seen. I can't speak for anybody else. I can't speak for private messages that were sent. I can't speak for what was said in the group because I wasn't always active in the group. As you guys know, I have kids, I have a job, I have school, I have too much going on to be sitting on Facebook monitoring every single thing that's going on. So I didn't know. I'm just going based off of what somebody else is saying and what, is being said, what I see. So that's what this person said. She said that, and then her name is Contessa, and her channel is Contessa's Life, and I don't mind sharing her channel because, she does have a purpose for her channel, and that's for her son. And I feel like it's an excellent idea for her to share her son's story. I felt bad, I felt for her, and I wasn't understanding what was going on. I was confused and conflicted about everything that was going on. I was trying to get an understanding of it, but something back then, and this was back in March, something in me told me to just mind my business and let it go. Well, she went live again, did another live, and she was with another person that doesn't have a YouTube channel, and she's not even a part of YouTube like that. She's just a viewer. And this person played a live, and I heard my name being said, but the live was buffering, so I didn't know what was being said. But the person on the audio was Melisandre, and I didn't know what she was saying. And something in me told me, you know what, just distance yourself. But I didn't do it in a sense to where I was being ignorant, rude. I didn't want to be disrespectful because I didn't know the truth. I don't know what was being said or what was being done or anything like that. So I just let it go. But I did distance myself, and I know a lot of people probably noticed that I was distancing myself from everybody else, and I wasn't as proactive. I wasn't as active on channels when the whole situation that was going on between Chrissy and Olivia. A lot of you guys can say that I was in comments interacting and talking and conversating and everything with other people, but ever since that live back in March, I kind of like distanced myself about it, and I just stayed in my own space and stayed in my own place and just stayed to myself. And there was a purpose for that, and that was because of that. To be honest, I really don't care what was said. I don't care what was being talked about. It is what it is. I talked to Mel a lot those months before, and we talked a lot more so about YouTube, how YouTube works, how to market yourself, how to get your videos promoted and stuff like that, how to get sponsors, and how to make YouTube into a business. And ever since that live, I kind of distanced myself from her, and it wasn't, any type of shade towards her or anything like that. I just felt in my own gut and instincts that, just pull back and focus on you and what you got going on. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't focus on, what other YouTubers are doing and what they have going on in their lives and what they're uploading, because it really has nothing to do with you and you got your own shit going on. Fast forward to, I want to say last week, I don't know, but I want to say last week, I heard this audio, and the part that sticks out to me is the whole fact that, you know, we were never friends. Okay, we weren't friends, but in my mind I was thinking maybe she would have reached out to me and, you know, kind of explained to herself about the situation or whatever. She hasn't. I'm just like, oh, okay. Then I go on Lipstick Alley and I see her explaining, I guess, herself, and okay, all right. So I guess us talking every single day and everything really wasn't that important. Okay, it's cool. It's more so for me to be like, okay, so now I know how you feel. Last week I seen a video from Francois Vlogs about, no, let me go back a little bit further. Then I see a video from Tasha about YouTube 101, but in reality she was talking about YouTubers who use the word food stamps in their grocery hauls, and how, you know, people shouldn't explain or talk about their financial situations or talk about things that are going on. And the one particular thing that stood out to me was the fact that her thing was, you shouldn't talk, regardless if your husband is disabled or not, he should be working. Oh, okay. That's how you feel? So then last week I seen the video about Fran and her perception about, you know, everything that was going on in the group, and then she's talking about that, you know, she was feeling shaded and nobody supported her. Oh, really? Nobody supported you? I could have sworn I did a video and shouted you out on my channel. I could have sworn that every time you posted a link, you know, people was liking it, people were commenting on it, people were coming to your channel to comment and like and all that. Okay, just let it go. Didn't say nothing, just let it go. But I just, something in me is just tugging at me to tell me, do this video and say something, speak how you want to feel about the situation or whatever, and just say whatever it is that's on your heart. This is more so a reflection for me, because I've been through a lot, and I'm not just talking about my living situation, financial situation, my kids, my childhood or anything like that. I'm talking about with people who I would consider as a friend. And if you guys want story times, I got you on the story times. But for this situation, I really felt like this was about women empowerment. What happened to women empowerment? I thought the people that claim to be friends or somewhat cool with each other or cordial with each other, there would have been some type of respect and honesty and authenticity in the vicinity, and apparently there wasn't. And usually I don't want this type of stuff on my channel. I don't, but I already told you guys that I'm gonna bring the real shit with y'all, bring it real to y'all, and I'm disappointed and I'm disgusted, because I don't want to see anybody else fall. I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see anybody, you know, being degraded or bullied or anything like that. And this situation, it just makes me feel like there is more to the story than it's what's being told, and I don't like it. I feel like I was a pawn in this situation. I feel like I was just being used, and I feel like everybody else that was in this group who thought we were being supportive of each other and sharing information and about how to grow our channels was being used. And I can't speak for anybody else in the group. I can't speak for, you know, the admins in the group. I can't speak for the other ladies in the group. But for me, I feel like I was used. I feel like somebody pretended to be there for me or pretended to be my friend, pretended to care, and in reality, she really didn't give a fuck. Again, I'm not upset. I'm not pissed. I'm not hurt. I'm disappointed. Not everybody is who they claim to be. Not everybody is who they project themselves to be on YouTube. And I feel like all this was supposed to happen because the truth was eventually going to come out. And what's done in the dark is always going to come to light. In a sense, I kind of feel stupid because, you know, a lot of you guys know I supported Melisandre. I supported Tasha and I supported Fran. And in a way, I kind of feel stupid for, you know, staying hard to my core about women empowerment, being positive. I don't know. I just feel stupid for allowing and trusting and taking things for what they say instead of seeing things for what it is. Don't go bashing these women. Don't go unsubscribing. You don't have to unsubscribe. You don't have to say anything to them. You don't have to do anything to them. But just know that if you are doing YouTube and you are wanting to grow your channel and you are wanting to collab with other people, I mean, I know everybody has seen the whole situation with Be Love and Q. I know other people have seen tons of other situations on YouTube. Just be careful with who you trust. Not just in your home, because, you know, I've invited people into my home and I'm thankful that I have invited those two people in my home, Chrissy and Divine, because, you know, my vibe and the energy and my gut was telling me that it was okay, and I'm glad I did because they are very genuinely good people. They're down to earth, and the same thing I told Chrissy, don't choose sides. Do you, boo. Focus on you. Be Team Chrissy, and the same goes for everybody else. Be team yourself. There is no sides. There is no loyalty in this game when it comes to YouTube. Same when it comes to like the whole drama and everything. Don't pick a side because you don't know the truth. People don't know the truth. They don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. They don't really know what was said and what was done behind the scenes. Don't pick a side because you don't know. You don't know. I don't even know. I don't know the full story. I don't care to know the full story. I really don't give a shit about the full story about behind everything that's going on, and that's fine. I really don't give a shit about it. I don't need an explanation. Not really. In reality, Mel doesn't owe me an explanation, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I did unsubscribe to her. I unsubscribed to Tasha, and I unsubscribed to Fran. But that's just my choice. You guys do what you want to do. If you want to continue to support them, support them. I don't want nobody to feel like they have to pick one side or the other. That's not what this is about. There's more than enough for everybody on YouTube. I can tell you so many times that if I worked with a brand, they sent out the email, they will tell you that they had spots available for 10, 20, 30, 50 influencers for a sponsorship. So there's more than enough for everybody. You don't have to pick a side, and people don't have to pick and choose or force loyalty from you when we don't know you, and you don't owe us shit. You don't owe us anything. Again, this is not to bash anybody. This is not to expose anybody. This is not to drag anybody. This is just my truth on how I feel about the situation, because I feel like I was being used the whole time. People that I talk to behind the scenes on Instagram, the people I talk to, you know, through text messages on Facebook and everything like that, just know that if I don't fuck with you, I'm gonna tell you I don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna sit here and play games and tell you one story and then go tell somebody else a different story. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I love you or I like you and I support you, and I'm not gonna do that. There's no way in hell that I'm going to sit here and play these games. I have too much on my plate as it is. I have personal bullshit going on. I have school going on. I have 5 kids. I have a job. I don't have time to play games with anybody. To Contessa, if you're watching this, if you've ever felt like I was one of those people that were bullying you or hurting you or bashing you in any kind of way, I apologize. I'm not that type of person. I would never, ever in my life talk about somebody's child. Ever. I'm about to start crying. Because that's not who I am. I would never do that to somebody. And to whoever it was, you have to be a sick person to do that. And to whoever else that's watching this video, I feel like I went behind their backs or, you know, did anything behind their back. I apologize, but I had to say this. And I don't even know if I'm even going to upload it, but just the fact that I'm putting it out there on a video, it just, I feel like it's necessary for me to say this because I'm seeing everything being played out on Lipstick Alley, and I'm seeing everything being played out, you know, in the groups, and it's just like, why pretend to be somebody that you're not? I can respect somebody for who they are. Yes, I had my opinions about Olivia, but I can respect Olivia a lot more because she is who she is. She doesn't downplay it. I respect somebody who claims to be who they are, and that's who they are. I will respect you more as a person and as a YouTuber if you're honest about who you are. If you come on YouTube and say that my videos are just bullshit and I'm just bullshitting on here, I can respect that. If you're on YouTube saying that you're 100 and you're never gonna lie about something, or this is who you are, and you do the opposite, I'm not gonna respect you. For me, I just feel like I have to practice what I preach because I have kids looking up to me and watching my every move. And it's not something that I want them to see or follow behind. In the end, I just want to say that just watch who you befriend when you're on YouTube. Watch who you become friends with. Watch who you're collaborating with. Watch who you bring into your home, around your family and around your kids. Watch who you support, because not everybody is who they claim to be.